Yo, what's poppin', guys? You got your boy Nandra back at it with yet another Taker of 2 road. So this is going to be another sword draft. I'm going to show you guys the deck I'm rolling with this draft. Now this deck was pretty fire. I actually really enjoyed this a lot. They gave me a nice bit of, again, everything, just because like right now sword is the value king. Like there's so much inherent value from all of these cards. It's like so good. I'm actually very hard pressed to find like what like worst card is aside from like Axe Princess, because Axe Princess is a soul one drop. But again, as you may have seen in the previous road, as you may have seen in the previous video, Axe Princess just, it went ham on game. It went ham. It pushed like 6 damage. It was nuts. Just, you know, so crazy. Bam. So let's go ahead and go right on into the games. Now I believe this game I faced a lot of either Rune or Sword again. I think it's Rune. Yeah, no, it's Rune. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys game 1, which is going to be versus Dragon, I believe. Yeah, it's versus Dragon. So I'm playing Dragon Portal, then 3 runes in a row. So that's, wow. So let's go ahead and get started. So Dragon, like I said, Dragon is like still really good as well. Like I don't think Dragon is like quite as good as Sword in some aspects, but in other aspects it's like really good too, because like Dragon has a lot of Bane units right now. It has a lot of really annoying and difficult to get rid of Bane units, like from that of Venom Tail Salamander, Basilisk Rider. They have Serpent Drakes. They have, what else? They have they still have Galmiu. They have, as well as Ozzy, you know, a lot of different ways that they can just kind of get you. There's even a random Limworm that sometimes comes up every now and then. Now the Limworm thing is actually kind of hard to do, but it does come up sometimes. So go ahead and just, you know, toss my hand back and just, you know, go ahead and set up for a nice 2-3. Now I do pick up the Gillen Elise. Now Gillen Elise is actually pretty good, because you can go for like fatigue game states in which your opponent has drawn maybe a few more cards than you have, and you can just like keep the Gillen Elise in stealth and just keep forcing them to draw cards. So I do pick up a second Tycoon. The second Tycoon is actually nice because I actually, so I didn't actually know at first I had 3 Tycoons until I like found the third one. Bam. So we do see him drop the Blazing Breath here. Now Blazing Breath would have been fine, but it's like Blazing Breath and then you do nothing afterwards. I think he needed to just trade, honestly, because if I play a 2-3 here, then you're in an awkward spot unless you have like Venom Tail Salamander. But if you had Venom Tail, you just would have used it earlier, right? But he doesn't do it, and instead he's just in a bad spot now. Cause I'm just gonna go ahead and play double 2-drop. Once I realize that, oh, I have a third Tycoon. Now, using the third Tycoon does kind of, you know, hurt my soul a little bit, because I didn't want to have to use it, because I could just, you know, go ahead and draw 3 or 4 cards, because I've seen that happen before, and it's pretty devastating once it happens. But I do just, you know, go ahead and Evo here, because I realize that, oh, if I just play 1 unit and he plays Serpent Drake, I'm in a bad spot. But if I play the unit now, then he's in a bad spot to play Serpent Drake. Now here he drops the young Oceanus. Now Oceanus would be good, but it's not a swing card Evo, and right now you desperately need a swing card Evo to come through here. He makes the trade. Now I go ahead and I just make my trade back. I go ahead and play Castle Guardian. Now I don't evolve the Castle Guardian, nor do I evolve the Tycoon, because I'm not ready to just, you know, push for face damage yet. Push for a lot of face damage just yet. I like having him evolve just because, you know, I want to be able to have options. Options are nice. Options are amazing. Now here he does play the Valkyrie of Order. Valkyrie of Order does actually, you know, neatly clear this. However, unfortunately for him, it does leave his Valkyrie at 3 HP. So now I can go ahead and just, you know, play the young Rackham and just go and kill that and have a 5/5 unit. As a 5/5, Rackham doesn't die to the Ruthless Water spot that we know is in the back. That's also the second reason why I didn't evolve, because I don't want to give him value from this Ruthless Water spot if I could avoid it. Now we do see that I picked up Dragonites, and now, you know, my late game is stacked. My late game is actually stacked as hell. He does play a Serpent Drake here. The second play Serpent Drake, I'm like, oh, do you have the Disdainful? If you do, that's really good, but he does not. So I can just go ahead and make the trades however I like. Now here, honestly speaking, truly and honestly, in my heart of hearts, I did actually make a misplay here. The correct play, honestly, is to just go ahead and go face for 7. The reason why I like going face for 7 is because, like, he would need to not only have Frenzy Drake here, right? You need to have Frenzy Drake, but Frenzy Drake would need to do at least 2. However, I decided to go for this way because this way is a nice mid ground line. However, if I'm doing it this way, I actually don't need to take damage on my guy. If I just played it as is and just not evolved it and just traded, that was also fine as well. The reason why is because, again, we see that he's out of Evos. we see that, you know, he's in a bad spot. However, by trading, I now open up the door for him to play Feline, possibly, if he has that, to go ahead and punish me. But I don't get punished by Frenzy Drake anymore. So I will go ahead and make the trade, go ahead and push my 5 damage. And that's, you know, that's fine, because I have so much in the back. But the issue is that, like, some of it is, you know, it's kind of difficult to achieve, right? So we do see him play the Feline here. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes me really sad. Because if I had, you know, done it and just not evolved, or if I had either done it and not evolved, or done it and just made the trades properly, that would have been fine, because it would have meant that that he would take 7 here, right? He would take 7 here, he would be at 9. I could then play Gil and Elise and then just kill him that way. That'd be fine. Or I could play Dragonrider and again kill him that way. But I didn't do it. I choked, and you know, I'm not dead yet, obviously, but that was still a pretty big choke on my end. So I go ahead and I think about it for a little bit. I ultimately decided to go ahead and play the Dragonites, because the Dragonites is still super good here. He's burned a lot of his resources. He has no cards left. However, the cards I have are flames, actual flames, because he's hard pressed to do anything about this. Now he does have the Ruthless Water, so again, we knew he had this. So now the question is, does he have another removal spell? He doesn't. Well, he does still have the White Skill Dragon. White Skill Dragon is actually super good here. Now here we do see a misplay on my end. I don't even know what in the world possessed me to do this, but I did it. I don't know. And obviously speaking, if you're gonna do this, just play the Dryad. Dryad is so good. What? Like, but I didn't do it because I don't know what possessed me to make that kind of like 4-house play, but I did it. I didn't get punished, but I did it, and that was awful. Now here he plays Seraphic Blade. Again, that's fine. He knows he needs to have another answer, but he doesn't have it because it's basically like nearly impossible for him to have one, and we're able to just kill him with the young Gil and Elise. Yeah, so a recurring theme for this series is that Gil and Elise and Jiraiya were like almost like they were like butt buddies. Like they were always like, you know, right next to each other. Just, you know, always making some like crazy plays right on top of each other. It's just so good. So the synergy was too strong. It was so strong. It was, oof. Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys next game. Next game is gonna be for Portal. Like I said, Portal is the former King of Value, now currently placed by both Dragon and Sword. Now, it doesn't mean to say that you can't like still just, you know, outvalue a dude, but it is kind of, you know, a lot harder to do, just because like there are now a lot of like bricks and duds and things like that you can like pick up. Alright, so I believe I'm going second, because I typically go second on most of my games. Now, there is one thing to keep note of. One, my opponent is beginner 0, so I haven't actually talked about this like in a video yet, but typically speaking, the most dangerous players for you to face are either beginner 0 or grandmaster. The reason why is because like they're both because obviously speaking, they're both on opposite ends of the spectrum. However, in particular for Take 2, beginner 0 is like probably as scary, if not scarier, than grandmaster. Because beginner 0 player is either they're very new to the game or they're a Smurf. If they're a Smurf, you don't know how many games of Take 2 that they've played, but you know that they've probably played quite a few. You can kind of tell this by how quickly someone like makes a particular play of some sort. Like for example, I've seen people that just, you know, like make like lightning fast plays that are they're you know, like the correct play as a beginner 0 player, like, and that's not something you would do otherwise. Like mind you, obviously there are, you know, sometimes obvious lines, but like there's some that are like kind of hard game states that I've seen just like these players just like navigate through. Like for example, the playing of Genesis of Legend here, you wouldn't see a real beginner 0 player do that. Now here I go ahead and play this Agape. I play this Agape because I know that he's gonna have to burn removal here, or he's gonna just take 8. And most people, they're not quite used to the ways of just, you know, using your HP as a resource. So I know he's going to drop removal here if he has it, which means that his Genesis of Legends is effectively going to be useless, because it's only going to get like 1 trigger when ordinarily it would get like 2, or possibly 3 if you had the board the first time. So we see the Craving Splendor come out. That's fine. That's great. Because now I'm just gonna play my card, and that's great, because he might not use the first Evo, because, you know, he has a Bane unit that'll probably have at least more than 2 HP, so he might not feel pressured to use it. You know, that's fine. Now here he plays Spina Dynamite Daredevil. As you see here, that is a bit of a problem for me because I can't actually get rid of it, nor am I gonna want to evolve just a Suicide Guide just to get rid of it. So I'm just gonna kind of just drop the Jiraiya here as an Excel. Jiraiya Excel is still really good here. I can just go ahead and trade again. The Genesis Legend is now gone. Unless he has a second Genesis Legend, I should be in a better spot here. Now here he plays Malakio. I'm like, oh no, oh no. Because I know, yep, that there's an Icarus coming, that there's either going to be an Icarus or a Note of History coming. Thankfully, it's the Icarus and not the Note of History, because I didn't actually have answers to Prime Artifact in this draft. And as you see here, I'm about to be forced into a very awkward spot. Because now he has a 4/4 and a 4/2. He searched for an Analyzing Artifact as well. So, or sorry, not Analyzing, Ancient Artifact. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and suicide my Master Samurai here. Which, mind you, it's not the worst play, because I removed like 8 damage off the board, but it's still a disastrous play, because he now has more cards than me, and has initiative, and has an evolve point. So I have to like do some, like, you know, incredible levels of finessing to go ahead and just, you know, come back into this game. We see him go ahead and play the machine Artisan Geno. Now there is a misplay on his end. If he was going to play that, he needed to play out the Ancient first, but he doesn't do it, thankfully. So here I just go ahead and drop my Young Frontline Cavalier. I go ahead and accolade it up, so I can go ahead and start just, you know, drawing cards. Because the nice thing is that, like, at its stat line, I'm going to draw at least 2 cards off this, possibly 3, depending on like what he has to do to get rid of this. I pick up the Divine Retribution. That's nice. Now here, this is an awkward game state, because he was maybe correct not to evo, but I think he should have evoed. That's just me. Because now I have to win despite being down 2 evos, but thankfully with the Accolade I am starting to catch back up on cards a little bit. Like the Accolade and Frontline just, you know, put in a lot of dividends there. However, here he drops the young Captain Mateo. So this is nice for me, because I do have the answer to it in my hand. However, I do need to actually draw a creature I can play, so that I can go ahead and break the enhance on divine Retribution. Now I do pick up Tycoon. Tycoon unfortunately does not break the enhance, because if I play it first, it's 7 mana. If I play the second thing first, again, that's more mana. Now I will have to go ahead and just drop the young Dragonrider here, which was a good top deck, because that was the best possible solution to that kind of like awkward situation. Because this should force his last evo. I have a Bane unit in play. He's in an awkward spot, because I can go ahead and possibly play Tycoon after the fact and just, you know, go ahead and like recover and start smacking him. Now here he plays Servant of Destruction. I'm like, okay, sure. He then plays Crystal Cannon, and then he does burn his last evolve. That's good, because he played the Crystal Cannon, but he only has 1 Ancient Artifact in the deck. That's it. So I know the Crystal Cannon is basically just a dead card. It's not going to do anything for quite some time. Now here I get lucky. I go ahead and play the Serpent into Tycoon. I go ahead and get to draw 2 cards. I go ahead and, you know, start dropping some value on this man. So now after a lot of, you know, struggles, I actually am in fact, you know, ahead on cards now, ahead on board, and he only has a Crystal Cannon. The Crystal Cannon does nothing. Now here he does play it that which erases. I get kind of scared, because I'm like, oh, do you have an activator for it? Nope, he does not. So I go ahead and just drop the young Rackham. You drop Rackham to go ahead and break the enhance on Divine Retribution, so you can go ahead and actually play another creature, because more creatures are just, well, better. Now here he plays Gravikinetic Warrior. However, the Gravikinetic Warrior does not do anything, because he doesn't have an evo. He doesn't have an evo, so it's just useless. Thankfully, as we see here, the me breaking the enhance actually did matter, because as we see here, I just going to just play my Serpent, then play Gillen Release, and just go ahead and, you know, kill him. So you know, once again, Jiraiya plus Gillen Release just, you know, proven to be a potent combo, just, you know, allowing me to like to finesse and steal back wins that I would have otherwise probably not gotten. Yeah. So these are the first 2 games down. Now, the rune games are going to be all kind of difficult. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to record all of them all at once. I might have to go ahead and like make one of them like a standalone video. I'm not really sure. But I am going to, of course, you know, try my best to do so. If you guys enjoyed the video, go ahead and leave a like, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and let me know what you think about the Take-Two series overall. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.